All right, welcome everybody to the most chaotic episode of the Method of Victory video ever. The internet went out at my house right as I was ready to record this. We were going to watch the Celtics and game, and went out. So said they weren't going to have it back on until 10:30. So I went to the bar. I get there. My wife's like, "It's back on," and then the bar has a satellite, so another storm comes in, and the game goes out there. So Jim is at a construction zone at his house, and the workers are still there partying.
No joke. Since 3 in the afternoon. They've been
It's
through a case
9,
and a
by the
half
way.
of beer.
It's 9 at the time
It's
we're
9
recording.
p.m. I'm out of beer. I had to order food for them to make sure they eat. Yeah. The bathroom looks great.
You say, what do you do? Make them mad when they have to come back and touch things up? No chance.
Oh, it's great.
Let's
It's been a fun day.
We'll put some motor oil behind the toilet where you can't see it. All right, it's the Method of Victory. Power rankings, fantasy draft. You guys know how it works. We have to take turns picking a fight, pick the winner. We have to pick the Method of Victory. Do a coin flip here, Jim, to determine that's my fight, where Jim and I get to each pick a fight that the other cannot pick. So I will let you call it in air. You ready?
I'm ready. Ooh, laggy. Tails.
Whoa. What a weird coin flip. All right.
Yeah.
It's heads.
We'll have to go to the
Head.
video replay on that one.
It's no. I did it in my head and it's right.
Gotcha.
All right. So, let's see. What do I want for that's my fight? I see the point of this is, do you want to take a fight that you love, or do you want to take one that you know that your partner loves? But let's
You do what you got to do, homie.
okay. I'm gonna go in a completely different direction.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take the Gabe Green fight.
Okay.
I bet nobody expected that one because there's so many good ones. So, all right, Jim, that's your fight?
Costa and Arosa.
Costa, Julian Arosa. Okay, and now coin flip, call it an air. See who gets first pick. Oh, that's a good
Tails.
One. Oh,
I am on a losing streak on these.
I'm pretty sure the first few are going to be kind of unanimous here. So, all right, for the very first pick, I'm going right to the main event, and I'm going to take Morales by KO. This has moved down to minus 150 on DraftKings, and I just don't see how Gilbert Burns' last 5 rounds. He got knocked out by JDM with a knee when JDM had a broken hand. If this was 3 rounds, I might be a little bit worried, but I went back and watched just the brutal elbow and from Morales on Magny. And like you said, that was a performance that a champion starts to make when he's entering his prime. So this seems like a pretty big setup fight for Morales. So Morales by KO has got to be my number 1 pick. Number 2,
we're going with Yadir Diavale. I murdered that. Get off my case. It's been a long day. We're going with him by knockout. This is the Connor Matthews fade. Just 2 losses by knockout. We're sticking with it. We're going with him by KO TKO plus 200.
I can't believe it's plus 200.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Duval didn't get the knockout on Contender Series. Like, did they watch that fight? Guy landed 120 strikes, very vicious. And Connor Matthews, I love this one. I'm going to the co-main and taking Rodolfo Lotto again.
This play was minus 2,000 right here. Minus 2,000 on Andy putting this at 3.
Yeah. This was a no-brainer. I like Bellato by murder in this one, and then I saw weigh-ins, and I was like, oh my, Bellato is so much bigger than Paul Craig, and Bellato's biggest weakness is his chin, so they gave him a fighter who cannot strike on the feet. To me, this is a no-brainer here. So a lot of violence there in the first couple, in the first 3. So Morales, Bellato by KO. All right, number 4.
We are taking my fight. I want to use it.
Okay.
I want my lifeline. I am taking Mikael Costa. God, I like him by finish, but that's not the name of this show. You gotta pick what you need here. I don't think he's going to 1-punch knockout Arosa. I think he's going to hurt him, and he's going to jump on a submission.
Okay.
Plus 650 Costa by sub.
Okay. Plus 650. Little too cute. Little too. No, I'm just kidding. Ballsy. Costed by sub at plus 650.
I think
Moving
he can
down.
I think he can out wrestle LaRosa too. I think
Okay.
it's going to take place on the ground more than we think this fight.
Okay. All right. Let's mix in a decision here. I'm gonna take Carlos Hernandez
Okay.
by decision here. I like we're really gonna start buying into road to UFC guys now.
Mhm.
Now's the one. Like this guy wasn't even that highly touted. Like there's a lot of guys. I'm sorry, there's a lot of guys that feel like they were more highly touted than this guy that lost. So Hernandez, it says a lot that what is Hernandez an underdog, but even him to win by decision is only plus 225. How often do we see that? Something smells about this line. I think this is a greasy decision. So I'll take Hernandez by decision at plus 225 there. Who do you guys like in the chat, by the way? You can leave it in the comments as well. I know we're doing this live. We love that Buccaneers flag. Baker Mayfield was very kind to us.
Can't wait for Baker with another receiver this year.
Right? Oh, my God. Amazing. So, yes, and Corbin is stunned that Tisha by decision is not. That's not sexy, though, Corbin. It's not bringing the views in. It's not exciting the people. You want 3 KO props to start the video with. All right, Jim, number 6, who you got?
Well, at 6, I really, like Corbin said, I really should be taking Pennington, but I'm not. I'm not picking Pennington. I'm going with Nursultan Rudzaboev by KO TKO at minus 135. Dustin Stoltzfus gets hit, and he gets hit clean. So I think it's a first-round KO by Rudzaboev. And Dustin Stoltzfus comes back down to earth here. If he's going to fight like he has his past 2 fights with caution to the wind, he's going to be primed to be sniped in that first round. Only reason this isn't higher on my board is the minus 135 price tag.
Yeah, I don't even think that's that bad of a price tag. It's a Dustin Stoltzfus, like you said. He loves getting in. It's like he loves to get hit. Even though, like, there's some guys that love to get hit just because they're durable and they can walk through it. Stoltzfus likes to get hit just because he doesn't like striking defense. So, all right. Let's get the people really excited with a women's fight by decision. Give me Luana Santos by decision at plus 110. I just this is a terrible fight. It's got to make the list at some point, so I'll bite the bullet and do it. I think I just think her opponent's awful. She got taken down by Ravina Oliveira, which was a terrible look. I didn't even think she won that fight, and she was smiling and all happy. And I think Luana Santos is just good enough to get the win by decision. I really think they're as bad. So Luana Santos by decision plus 110 had to come off the board at some point. So,
all right, time to pick number 8. Oh, hold on. There's a trade. There has been a trade for the 8th overall selection. Corbin Vaughn is now on the clock with number 8.
All right, Corbin.
He is taking Tisha Pennington by decision at minus 225.
We have
Corbin
a
has
trade
surrendered
now.
a first-round pick in next week's draft to Jim. I know it's chalky. Look, I'm gonna be on Tisha by finish, but I can't ignore the numbers, and I can't just throw one of my, the theories out. It's just, we're not all on the same page with this by finish thing, so I'm not going to be super confident in it. So I'll make Corbin's pick for him since he won't come on the show. Then we'll do number 8, Tisha Pennington by decision. Okay, Corbin. So calm down. You got your trade.
Why does he not want to come on the show? But there he is screaming at us in the comments, in the chat. What gives, Corbin? All right, Pennington by decision. All right, I am going to go with a guy. I don't like weigh-ins to determine a lot of my decisions. There was one guy in particular that I said, if this guy looks great at weigh-ins, I'm going to bet him because I think he might be on the Raoni Barcelos training and diet. And that's Thiago Moises. I thought he looked incredible. Incredible at weigh-ins. Did you notice like he had the hourglass frame that's not actually genetically humanly possible on its own? And we said this on the breakdown video. He looked terrible against Klein 2 fights ago. and then you're going, oh, Trey Ogden's going to piece him up. No, sir. Moises put it on him. I think Moises by decision. This is going to be a rude awakening for a lot of people here. Corbin's watching Spy Kids.
Corbin,
3.
don't let our clients know that you're watching Spy Kids, please.
Yeah, delete. How do we delete this?
And you're a member of the company. You can come on whenever you want.
If only you knew we did this every Friday. All you gotta do is request it. I've talked to him 48 times today about the PGA Championship.
Corbin's over 2 on the show tonight. Over 2.
No, Bubble.
There he is.
Traded the 11th pick to the Buffalo Bubbles. Paul Craig by sub. Sadly, that pick is off the board because we already took Mulatto there. All right, so Moises by decision comes in at number 9. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people with his pressure and with his I don't think Jared Gordon's going to win all the clinch battles. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a takedown from Moises. There's going to be kicks. And as we always say, I don't understand the love and the hype for Jared Gordon. So Thiago Moises by decision. All right, getting down to the nitty gritty. Last 3. Number 10, who you got?
Let's go with Denise Gomes.
Okay.
Denise Gomes. Not much of a submission hunter. But this glaring weakness of Elise Reed, it's just too glaring for me to pass up. Like, it could most certainly be a ground and pound KO. That's the way I see it more. But, like, we're going from plus 240 to plus 400. This weakness is giant. Give me Gomes by sub. She needs to get on the winning track, get some wins together, string them together, do the safest thing possible. Take this girl down, take her back, and choke her unconscious. Call it a day. Plus 400.
Okay, plus 400. Love that one. All right, we got our last 2 real quick, guys. We do have our UFC Gold Pack that is up. We have not 1, not 2, but 3, but 4 plays that are up right now. Listen, we said it in our Discord. We're being aggressive with this card. We're doing some things that we don't normally do. The last time we were this confident on a card, we absolutely destroyed our 5% play. I came on here and I said, I'm a flat better, but I'm betting more on this 5% play. And we don't have a 5% play because we have volume, and we don't need it. Yeah, I've bet we bet a little bit more of the volume, so I'm going to have a little bit more money on all of these plays. And again, these plays are all plays that we use to build our bankroll. We bet all these with our own money, so take advantage of that. We're number 1 in 2025, and I think we've been number 1 since the first event. We had a great first event. We've held on to that number 1 lead, so take advantage of that. That's over at WagerTalk.com. Let's move on. It's my last pick, so I got to use my pick. We have Gabe Green. I'm going Gabe Green by KO. And I'm getting the premise of this is that this guy coming in, Camilo, he's fought a bunch of nobodies. And I haven't been that impressed in his last couple fights. His last fight he won, and I just watched him get taken down and a lot of control time. And I hear he's this amazing striker. Maybe he is, but maybe I'm watching on some grainy footage from the leagues he's fighting. I don't see it. Gabe Green, we have a little bit of a fade the baby theory. I thought Gabe Green looked fantastic today. Body language looked great. Looked super healthy. Didn't
look great.
Yeah, he looked really good. I watched him torch Liness that we predicted a Gabe Green finish in that one because Liness has no cardio. And who's he lost to? Ian Gary and Brian Battle. And now he's a big underdog against a guy who's never fought in the UFC, who I have real questions about. I think Gabe Green is a little bit rested, a little bit healed up. I think he smokes this guy. So give me Gabe Green by KO at plus 500.
I
Alrighty.
100% saw what I need to see in that fight at weigh-ins. Remember earlier in the week? Yeah. I wanted to see weigh-ins, and Gabe Green looks fantastic. I love that. Love that pick. All right, last but not least, the 2 women that we did not want to see face in the cage. We have Santos and Lisboa.
No. I did.
Oh, you did? Wait, what's our last fight?
You have the other Santos. You have the Myron Santos.
Oh, Myron Santos. Okay, I like this one. This is good. Okay.
I like this one too. I'm surprised it lasted to 12. There's 2 Santos.
I think it lasted to 12 for me because this is my last ranked one. I thought I was going to Santos. The narrative going into this, look, it's all on the Santos side. If you're betting Santos, you're buying the narrative. The bottom line is that Sadiq Youssef has just seen more. After they faced off, Myron's bigger.
Right? What was that?
Sadiq is up a weight class. He doesn't. To me, he didn't look happy on the scales. He's just looks there. He looks checked out. I'm gonna go Myron Santos. I'm gonna take him plus 350 by KO.
I have that exact play written down. I'm with you, man. I'm with you 100%.
Youssef gets clipped. Look, if he's not ready to be here, there's not gonna be a lot of fight back in this guy. It's just not. And if you're looking for Myron's side, all people have been saying to him for 3 months is like, well, you didn't win that fight. You didn't win that fight. You didn't win that fight. I'm sure he's hearing it and hearing it and hearing it. Who's working harder? The guy that's trying to put his body back together or the guy that people are doubting after a win?
That's a good
Wrap
point.
that around your skulls. So give me Myron by KO at plus 350.
I like it. After hearing the injuries that Sadiq said, and when he said, I'm just trying to live a pain-free life and then I'll worry about fighting. Ugh, yuck. All right, so we got a lot of violence up at the top 4 picks were all finishes. Morales, Diwali by KO, Bellato by KO, Costa by sub. Those are your top 4. Hernandez by decision, Ruzaboyev by KO, Luana Santos by decision, Pennington by decision on the trade that Corbin inherited for a player.
Yeah, we got to put an asterisk next to that pick when we go check it. So when she knocks out the girl in the first round, it's Corbin's fault.
Absolutely. If it wins, we can take credit as a team. If it loses, we can say it's all Corbin's fault. No, Moises by decision, Gomes by sub, take a little flyer on Gabe Green by KO, and then Myron Santos by KO at plus 350. That's going to do it for the Method of Victory Power Rankings. We'll be live on Takedown Live. I will get the show started. Jim will join us just a little bit later, but we will be doing a live show to walk everybody through these. Tons of bets on this card, tons of bets, and we got a couple fights circled for potential really, really good live betting opportunities. So thanks, man, for joining. Sorry it was such a mess tonight, but internet's back on, game is back on, so we're going to kick back, relax.
They're still drinking, by the way. They're still here.
I'm going to kick back and relax. Jim's going to go hang out with the plumbers. And didn't your parents join
yeah, parents are here too. It's a party now. I'm not tired or anything. Only built a bathroom today with them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Amazing.
You got time.
All right, guys, hit the like button. Subscribe to the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel. Good luck on your place, and we'll see everyone later. Bye.